friends, welcome to Technique. This is Normal here, and in this video we're gonna do the detailed review of the new Vivo Z1 Pro. So Vivo Z1 Pro is the latest smartphone offering from Vivo in the sub 15K price segment. The device pricing starts at 14,990, which is a really competitive pricing from Vivo, and this is an online only model because the Z series is an online only model, and the Z1 Pro is the first smartphone in this segment. So Vivo Z1 Pro is a fully loaded smartphone in terms of the hardware because it has a Snapdragon 712 octa-core processor, triple rear cameras, large 5000 mAh capacity battery, in-display camera, it's a 32 megapixel selfie camera, so it's a power packed device. So let's get started with a detailed review and see how good the experience is on this device. So first step, let's have a look at the design aspect. So design wise, the Vivo Z1 Pro actually feels quite good because the front panel has this in-display camera which feels really nice, and the bezels are also minimal, which gives pretty good feel in hand. You can also see the bottom bezels are also kept minimal when compared to the competition. So the front panel design definitely looks great on this device, especially with the in-display camera. Now looking at the back panel, you can see that this comes in two colors, black and the blue variant, the Sonic Blue variant, and here you can see that it is made of plastic material, but it actually feels quite good. We have the triple camera setup, vertically aligned, and we also have the fingerprint scanner and the Vivo logo at the bottom. So overall it feels quite good in terms of the design. The bottom panel has a micro USB charging slot, 3.5mm audio jack, and the speaker unit. The left side also the SIM tray, which is a dedicated SD card slot, and on the right side we have the power and the volume keys. The top panel does not have any openings or slots. So overall it feels really nice in terms of the design aspect. Probably the only area where the device was slightly difficult was the weight. It is almost 200 grams in weight because of the large capacity battery, and also the larger display makes the device slightly on the bulkier side, but not by a huge margin, but still it feels slightly bulky when compared to the other devices in this price segment. So that's the design aspect. Now talking about the build quality. So the device comes with a plastic material. We have a polycarbonate material. Even though it feels like glass, it is actually made of polycarbonate material. The build quality is pretty good. You can see that the material quality and finishing looks pretty good, and so we don't have anything to complain in the design and build quality aspect. So for this price segment, this is definitely good build quality being offered from the Z1 Pro. Now talking about the display. The device comes with a 6.53 inches full HD plus resolution display, and it has an in-display camera. Now the display quality as such looks really good. It's an IPS LCD panel. You can see the colors are really vibrant, vivid, and also the touch response feels very smooth. The viewing angles are also pretty good. Unlike the V series smartphone, this does not have any AMOLED display, so it's more of a budget segment. So we have the IPS LCD panel, and the in-display camera is quite small when compared to some of the smartphones in this price segment. So that's something which Vivo has done really good. Now the display quality also looks good, but the only disappointing aspect probably was the lack of Gorilla Glass. We have not got a confirmation on whether there is Gorilla Glass support included or not, but otherwise the device looks quite good in terms of the display aspect. The outdoor visibility and the brightness levels are also acceptable. Now talking about the software. So the phone comes with Android 9.0 out of the box, and this has the Fun Touch OS. So generally when it comes to Vivo smartphones, the Fun Touch OS was one of the issues we faced in most of the smartphones, because Fun Touch OS was not really responsive previously. But with the latest version of Fun Touch OS, that's the 9.0 version, Vivo has done a considerable job with the latest version. It feels really smooth actually. When we did the speed test performance with other smartphones in this price segment, you can actually see that the RAM management was really good on the Fun Touch OS. So that makes the Fun Touch OS really worthy device, worthy software actually in this price segment, and this runs on Android 9.0. Now the issues with the Fun Touch OS is that getting used to the UI is slightly difficult, because you get this notification toggle swiping from the bottom. Generally you swipe from the top. So some of these issues Vivo needs to address. So otherwise it's pretty good UI, and it also comes with additional options like Smart Motion, Smart Mirroring, Smart Split Screen, one-handed UIs, S Capture, App Clone is included. There is support for themes. Then there is also a new dark mode included. You can see that there is a dark mode. We have done a detailed video on dark mode. So this is something which is quite good, because dark mode improves the UI look and feel, and it gives a dark theme throughout the device. So that's something which is pretty good. So these are some of the options available in the Fun Touch OS. So overall we feel the Fun Touch OS has drastically changed with the new version of the UI. Now talking about the performance, so this device runs on the Qualcomm Snapdragon 712 octa-core processor, and this is powered by either 3GB RAM or 4GB RAM. Now you can also see the benchmark score. This is the maximum we are seeing in this below 14K price segment. So the Snapdragon 712 is a slight upgrade over the 710 which we saw on the Realme 3 Pro, and this device comes in either 4GB RAM or 6GB RAM, and the overall performance is very smooth, no issues whatsoever. The RAM management also was really good. The gaming experience again was really good. This is device which is actually made for gaming, because as I said in our gaming review, there are lots of modes to choose. The gaming mode and the gaming cube allows you to get the real great experience with gaming, and this device is really great device for gaming, especially with the larger capacity battery and larger display. Next, talking about the fingerprint scanner. So the fingerprint scanner performance is really fast, one of the fastest we have seen in this price segment, and the face unlock is also really fast, and it unlocks in really great time. So that's the face unlock and the fingerprint scanner performance. Now call quality was really good on this device, no issues whatsoever. Now talking about the cameras. So this is one major area where a lot of consumers look to when buying a new smartphone. We have the Realme 3 Pro and the Redmi Note 7 Pro at this price segment having great cameras. Now the Vivo Z1 Pro has a triple rear camera setup. So it has a primary 16 megapixel camera, f-stop 1.79 aperture. There is an 8 megapixel super wide angle camera and a 2 megapixel depth sensor, and on the front panel it has a 32 megapixel in display camera. So that's the camera aspect of the Vivo Z1 Pro. Now talking about the camera samples, so this is one area where we are quite impressed with the performance. We have done a detailed camera review, found the camera to be extremely capable. The 16 megapixel shooter can take some really good shots. Daylight captures was really good details, good sharpness levels, more or less accurate colors, but here and there a bit of consistency issues was there, because at times it was a bit saturated but not by a huge margin, but then overall the camera performance definitely looks good. The portrait mode was also really great. The sharpness levels in the portrait shots was impressive. Now the low light performance was kind of satisfactory, we would say. It was not the best out there, but still it provides a decent experience overall in terms of the low light performance. There is also night mode on offer. Now the 32 megapixel in-display selfie camera performance was really good. Good selfies, sharp images, good edge detection in portrait shots. Overall it was quite good. So in terms of the camera aspect, we would say except for the extreme low light conditions, the camera was really great in this price segment. Now next, moving on to the battery. So the phone comes with a 5000 mAh capacity battery, and the battery performance is stellar on this device. So with a moderate usage, you can get around 9 to 9.5 hours, and even more than 10 hours is possible with a large 5000 mAh capacity battery. So we got around 9.5 hours easily with moderate usage. Again, it all depends upon apps you use. So if you may end up getting more than 10 hours easily on this device. Now there is a 18 watt fast charger included. It takes around 2.5 hours to charge the device because it's a larger capacity battery, but initial 75% you can get within 1.5 hours. The later part towards 100% takes a bit of time. So that is a detailed review of the Vivo Z1 Pro. So how good is the device for $14,990? So we'll list out the pros and cons of the device. The pros include a good overall package, good set of cameras, then large capacity batteries, great performance all around, great gaming device. Look and feel is also pretty good. The larger display sizes and also the in-display camera performs pretty good. So those are the pros of the device. Now cons include still it is using a micro USB charging slot, no USB Type-C at this price segment. Then lack of Gorilla Glass might not be a deal breaker, but still that's a minor con on this device. So these were some of the minor cons we can say on the Vivo Z1 Pro. Apart from that, you can also say that the low light performance could have been a tad better on this device. So those were the pros and cons of the Vivo Z1 Pro. So overall, we would say at $14,999 pricing, this is a great package, especially with a larger capacity battery, triple camera setup, and great overall pricing, and probably the first smartphone with the Snapdragon 712 in India. So that's a detailed review of the Vivo Z1 Pro. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do hit that like button and also hit the subscribe button for more videos. This is Nirmal signing off. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.